Yeah, how's it going, guys? Richard Unicorn Caller here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. We are back, and today we are going to be checking out some of the caramel content. We'll be checking out Cavity Chamber in Standard and Challenge. We'll be checking about King Gobsmack, also in Standard or Challenge. And then we'll also try the boss rematches out. And honestly, first, we can just try out the boss rematches out. Because I don't know how they're gonna do the standard mode and challenge mode for Caramel. As a matter of fact, scratch that. Let's actually check out standard and challenge mode first. I have a little teleporter marker set, and this will be, I believe, to the King Gobsmack. I'm just curious to see the way they did this in standard and challenge, because I know they kind of wanted to quote-unquote nerve it, because I know a lot of people have trouble with this particular boss. Basically, if you do an AoE and you kill them all, you have a chance of getting defeated. So we're gonna see in standard mode if that cheat will basically persist. As a matter of fact, let's equip a Guardian Spirit just in case. Not that we'll need it, but just in case. Talk to King Gobsmack. We'll skip the dialogue. Ill. Nasty. Gross. And so those are the mobs, alright. Now this is in standard. So let's see what's so different. I mean, same amount of health and everything. We'll just do that. Yeah, I am really curious though to see if they really changed anything. I mean, they got the same amount of health, so they didn't really do much about that. And I'm also curious if challenge mode even is worth doing. I'm curious if it's gonna drop something new. Probably not. It didn't really say much in the patch notes, but hey, that's what we're testing it out for. Wow, man, this build that I have. I've been using this test run build the whole time. I don't know what's about it, dude. I'm just barely taking any damage. I usually just get mollywopped, but I don't know. I love it. But yeah, last video, or whenever I decide to upload these videos, we did the Portal Apparel, which for the most part works, which is really good. So hopefully it can kind of stay that way and not break, because that would be great. We're just gonna pass. We have a couple of rounds to spare. And I also do not want to be hit by a mysterious earthquake. Okay, use this pip so we can use it. But yeah, we did a Portal Apparel. That seems like it's working solo-wise. However, I do want them to test it in a multiplayer sense, because that's usually when a lot of things bug out. So I just hope that they're not testing this solo-wise and just one-shotting everything. I want them to go in together as devs to see if the multiplayer aspect of it works, in various levels too. Not just level 180 and all that stuff. Go in with different levels. That is something that needs to be tested. I'm pretty sure that's something that the devs will have to do. I don't think you can really rely on the community for that much. I don't really think there's really that many low levels that want to do test runs. The new life, not life, but just all the casting symbols got a nice little HD look. They look really good. Make sure to keep an eye on that as well when the Spring 2026 update releases. We're going to do Frenzy next turn, and then we should be good to hit. And then we'll pretty much see. Well, hopefully we one-shot them for first of all. But we'll see if he still maintains that little boogie attack. And then if he does, or if he doesn't, then we probably don't even have to do challenge mode, just because it's probably going to be the same as standard mode, but with the cheat attack, so. And then that's why I'm kind of well, challenge mode's not really worth it in a sense. I would imagine the same thing is going to be for Cavity Chamber as well. But I hope they added a little bit more flair than that, you know? But either way, it should be easy questing for anybody now. Because I usually help out a lot of team-ups for this boss battle, for Cavity Chamber. But if you can AoE these guys without, you know, getting destroyed, then this could be easily so... Oh, no. Wow. Maybe scratch that, maybe. Wow, okay. Wait, is that a Shadow Stormlord? Oh my gosh. Okay. But it didn't stun me. It was just a Shadow Stormlord that hit. Okay. I mean, maybe it might be a little rough for a couple players. Oh, wait, are we? Oh, wait, I don't think we're gonna do enough damage. Yeah, hang on, let me think about this. I just noticed that the life one has 5k. Hang on. Hang on a second. We might actually want to extend this a couple of rounds. Yeah, we might want to extend this just a little bit. I totally did not see that much health. Alright. Was it always this hard? The fire one has a lot of pips. I'm not liking that. So I hit now. Y'all think I can do 5k? Let's try it. This is like a triple buff for the life, so. But Pierce is only at 37 though, so. I don't know. This might cut it real close. We got the critical, this is nice. No critical block? No critical block? Hey! Unless it's a ghost block. Oh, I did it. Okay, I did over there. Okay, sweet. I'm strong. I'm strong. Alright, let's see what happened. Oh no, the boogie revenge. Oh my gosh. Oh wait, it only does like 1k? Wait, what? Oh, wait a second. It only does like a little bit of damage now. I don't think it's even based on the percentage. Okay, well that's just kind of... Okay, so that's standard mode. So you can for sure solo this. Okay. And we still got some drops, so... Yeah, I don't think it's even worth it even checking out challenge mode, but we can do it for the content, but I don't think really much has changed besides the fact how then it's probably just going to do a % of damage. Now we're going to also see if it level scales us or anything else. We could also check for that, but yeah, if anything, I think challenge mode will be fine. I mean, this is going to be nothing. Let's see. Oh, we're level scaled. Okay, wait a second. And then I probably can't even use like in my enchants or anything like that. Oh, okay. Well, obviously we can't do this by ourselves, so we're actually gonna skip this part. Interesting. So it level scales you. Oh wait, is this a level 140 scaling? I think it's like a level 140 scaling. Yeah, my damage went down drastically, my resist went down. Accuracy, I think, is decent. I wonder, can we still use our spells, like the advanced combat? Not the advanced combat, but the banned spells, or are those banned?
Hi.
Because sometimes for challenge mode, especially for like Hall of Heroes, you actually can use some of those banned spells. So, you know, it's the way they develop their challenge modes. You just gotta see which one it is. So, this is interesting. So it level scales you. Alright. I just want to see, will it let us? Nope, it won't let us. Yeah, it won't let us. Okay. And look, their health increased too. Look, the life one has 7k. Look at this one. Oh man, they got buffed up health. Let's pass. I want to see what happens. Okay, so this is like 10 times harder for challenge mode. It has the same turn thing like Beastman. Okay. This is interesting. They don't have shadow magic, which is good. You use your shadow magic, probably. I'm gonna dig it. $6.99. That's kind of a lot. Kind of a lot. Frenzy? Oh man. Let's see what happens if we blade. Can we blade? Let's see. Do they have any cheats against blading? No? Look good to me. Could probably do like a bottom path for one of your divide AoE spells. Just super buff. But then again, think about it. Most likely it's gonna have that Boogie Revenge cheat, and then it's gonna do a % of your health. So you might have to do this the old-fashioned way and just kill them one at a time, and just make sure that you're healed up. It's a pretty interesting. It's interesting. It's pretty much the same as what you were kind of doing standard, just you don't have Guardian Spirit, so obviously you gotta do it the long way, which I've done the long way before. It's not too hard. I could probably even put in like bottom path rebirth and use it here because whatchamacallit of this trap spamming. Alright, so we don't need to do the rest of that. We pretty much get the gist of that. That's actually pretty cool though. It just sucks though. There's probably not going to be a lot of people doing this in challenge mode because like I said, challenge mode kind of sucks. So now onwards to Cavity Chamber. So honestly, we should try Cavity Chamber. Oh wait, I have no mana. I'm silly. I'm silly. We should try doing Cavity Chamber in challenge mode. I'm pretty sure standard mode would be the same. So let's try this in challenge mode. Now, if it persists, it's gonna be the same level scaling. Which I already have a level 140 Vanguard. Oh, yeah, it did it again. It's the level scale. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's gonna be fun, actually.
Ah, Wizard! What have you done to dear old Nana now?
That's actually gonna be fun in challenge, man, dude. You can't use no AoEs, dude. That's tough. You could do the split divide AoEs, but even then, that is gonna be fun. I would love to see people do this in challenge mode, man. I didn't even get in the fight yet, and I'm already gassing it up. It's just the drops. Like, I want to see the drops, man. That is sick. Look at that. Yeah, so I want to see the scaling to this real quick. I'm pretty sure I actually have a scaling build. Whatchamacallit? Already in my gear set. So let's actually get out of here. Yeah, I want to see what we got. Yeah, where is it? Caramel Vanguard, yeah. And this is what I did for level 140 when I was doing it, because they had the level 140 scaling in it. That also makes me curious if you even need, like, to do this in standard mode with the level scaling at all. But wait, I need some potions. Can we just do like a mana radiance? No, I'm not gonna waste that, man. I wish we could just buy potions on the fly or something. Why do I have to go so far to get some potions? Can we make that another quality of life update? But I feel like if they did that, they would somehow manage to mess it all up. They would be like, oh, we're going to allow you to buy potions on the fly, but we're going to make it cost like 500,000 gold. I'm like, okay, well. Alright. So now, let's go into it. Let me make sure I got my deck set up. Now, if it is level 140 scaling, that also means that you can't use anything above that level range. So, for example, I wouldn't be able to use Troiret because that's a level 170 spell, so I wouldn't be able to use that. I also can't use, like, Top Path Wings of Fate. But, I don't know why I'm getting all gassed up. I just want to see what it looks like. This is really interesting, though. I'm just curious about the rewards. I'm not sure if anybody's going to be doing challenge mode, though, which sucks. This is gonna be fun though. So now we're at 20k health. Let's see where it scales me down to. 13k. Okay, so this is the same as what I did already with standard mode, and I just level scaled myself. So, okay, that's perfect for me.
What have you done to dear old Nana now?
See, I knew doing that level scale elixir was a good idea. But like I said, I doubt anybody's gonna be doing this in challenge. I think people will just be questing, doing it in standard, and probably just call it a day. I mean, remember, you do have to do it in standard once anyways, in order to actually unlock the challenge mode.
Help me!
Now, luckily for us, we don't have to do it in standard mode. We already did this like numerous times. But for first-time players, you will have to. Oh wait, dude, wait! Look at the way that the sigil is. We're in the back now, and they're near the front. Oh, that's weird. All right. Oh wow, I'm about to get a skull pip. Okay, so the aberrant one has shadow. The rest of them. Oh, they took off the shadow for the mob. That's nice. The paradox alters the battlefield. Wait, this is a new cheat. This is a new animation. Oh, this is sick. Oh, this is sick. That was a new text prompt. Anti-tower shield. Okay, wait. They click it here. So I just noticed they removed the shadow from the mobs just because they were hitting for like 1 billion damage. Oh, this is interesting. This might actually be really fun in challenge mode. So wait, what does this global do? Does this like, is this the same global as like standard? Where it like decreases the fire damage and it's like an ice globe or something like that? I love that new text prompt. The paradox changes the battlefield. I love that. Now I wonder if the boss rematch is gonna be like the exact same thing like this, or if it's gonna have a different scaling, like level 170 scaling or what. Yeah, the only one that can use shadow magic is the main boss, which you can't even kill, which is totally fine. So honestly, kind of a W change, because they kind of universally gave all the mobs the shadow fusions, and it kind of made like, you know, just a lot of the boss battles a little bit excessive. I kind of hope they do that for the Void Raid as well, because I know that my guild was struggling with that as well. And since they are banning dispels from advanced combat, that would actually be another W change too. Alright, let's just do this. We don't have to heal quite yet. This is really interesting. I like the little turn thing. Dude, the paradox looks so cool in the background. Did y'all see the background? That was tight. I might make that the thumbnail, dude. That's tight. Man, I wish I got attacked, dude. I wish. Wait, no way this actually works. Can we summon the henchmen? Even though it's challenge mode? Wait, can we summon? Oh my god, you can summon the henchmen. Oh, no you can't. No you can't. Ah, I can't summon the henchmen. Henchmen can now be hired for PvP matches. Boo! Alright, I'll just sit here and wallow for a bit. We'll wait until he alters the battlefield again. I just took a screenshot. That background picture is tough. I like how we're on the other side. I don't know if that's intentional, but that is so dope. I love that. That is so cool. That's a cool gear too. That's when they started making some really cool gear designs, man. That was when they were back in the day, man. That's when they were cooking. That paradox gear, man. I remember farming for that. I don't even think you can get it in standard mode now. You have to do challenge mode for that. But even then, such a cool, unique gear piece, man. I might bring that Stitch back. I always bring that thing back. Such a cool gear piece, man. Now I think about it, it actually might be like super difficult to get that robe. Now I think about it. With like the glowing rings and stuff, that might actually be super difficult. The paradox alters the battlefield. Alright. So yeah, I'm thinking it's like the same thing, where it just kind of decreases like a damage. Push 1 charm to whatever. Okay. So yeah, it's kind of like the same thing, honestly. Oh, wait, we're getting hit by a Rasulka. Now wait, this has to be base Rasulka because he doesn't have Shadow. So this is just base Rasulka, right? Base Rasulka? Oh yeah, that's not too bad. That's easy. If that was Shadow Rasulka though, that would be a problem. But even for a base, that did a lot of damage to me. Alright, so I think we did everything we could for this challenge mode instance. So now we're going to check out the boss rematches, which will probably be the same exact thing as this. So I wouldn't really expect much difference. And obviously I can't really test anything out because I'm just doing this solo and I don't want to end up dead. But yeah, that is cool, dude. That is actually really, really sick. I love it. I love it. This is one of my favorite boss fights, so 10 out of 10. I love it. Look, they even got walking animation and stuff. That's cool. Yeah, I like it. I think that's cool. And it's basically a level 140 scaling, which I already have a build for that. So again, I love it. 10 out of 10 for that. But like I said, it's just hard to find people to do challenge mode with because not a lot of people even do challenge mode to begin with because it's kind of tedious. I'm also curious if there's going to be maybe new badges, maybe new loot rewards or anything like that. But when I read the patch notes, I didn't really see anything. So most than likely, it probably won't really make much of a difference. Maybe for like a badge or two, but that's still pretty cool. I love it. I'll have to find a group or probably even quad box for myself just to do that in challenge mode. That's pretty cool. Alright, so now for the last thing we're going to do is check out Cavity Chamber, which is the boss rematches. Now, in order to craft these, you can either craft them in Caramel or Raquel, doesn't really matter where. They all take pretzel sticks, so you'll need to farm some pretzel sticks. And that's probably another reason why, again, a lot of people don't do boss rematches, just because it just takes an abundant amount of resources in order to, you know, really craft. So we'll see what they did for this. It looks like the text is, it's so long, it's actually clipping through a little bit of that. Can y'all see that? So we're going to do this in standard mode.
You are about to enter a one-shot
Yeah, we know. We know. I missed the narrator's voice. R.I.P. So let's see what this is like in standard mode. Which, again, probably won't be much. But remember, in standard mode, you're not level scaled at all. You can use whatever you want. You know, it's just kind of like a free-for-all. I don't even know why we're wasting our time doing that.
Wizard,
Oh.
what have you done to dear old Nana?
Oh, Nana didn't even... Whoa. Wait, what's happening to the animation? Whoa, the animation just got cooler. Whoa. Woo. Such a cool boss, man. I feel like we don't get boss battles like this no more, man.
Help me!
I think, yeah, I don't see Nana, so maybe that's supposed to happen. Maybe they still want to put Nana in here. Alright, so let's do this again. So this time we're in like... Oh my god! Oh my god! 80,000 health? Oh my god! Standard? Standard. The aberrations are protecting their creator. 80,000. Oh, wow. Yo, off the rip is insane. Okay, that is wild. Oh my god. Yo. Wait. Wait. Yo. 80K for standard. Yo. Oh my god. Yo. Yo. 80. That is such a dramatic change. The paradox. Okay, so the paradox alters the battlefield. That's the same thing. Alright. And then this will probably give us one of those little curse spells. 80k. Oh wait, it didn't give us a curse spell this time. Oh, he's usually. Wait, what? Did he already have a turn? Wait, what? Wait, this dead. Wait. Where the fire cat does 2k? What? Yo. Yo. 80k and a 2k fire cat. Fire Scion off the rip. I mean, I want to see what happens if we heal. Bro. That is so fun. Oh my gosh. I don't think they do anything, do they? Oh wait, is the ice about to do something? Oh my god. Bro, what is in their decks, bro? My boy did 2k and he do one hit? No wait, that's another die. Whoa, is he about to set up a gambit on me? That's crazy. This is standard. This is standard. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I am frothing right now. This is so much fun. I'm having way too much fun right now. Maybe I'll finally be able to be a healer for once in this game. All those little healing builds videos that I did. But dude, I think you want like high health. That did 2k. Oh, you know why? Maybe I don't have enough resist. No, wait, I do have resist. Bro, that just did 2k off the rip. That is wild. Oh man, this might be my favorite boss. Fire melts ice. Okay. Oh, maybe because it thought I was shielding. But no, wait, wouldn't the storm technically counter, like, wouldn't the storm counter the hots? Wait, wouldn't it? Wait, let me pull up the Roshan. There is a chance that this might be bugged. I've been gassing this up way too long. There is a chance that it could be bugged. Bro, why do I have so many dots and bombs on me? It's actually nuts. Bro. Oh my gosh. This is for standard? This is for standard. You know, you wanna know what's funny? You wanna know what's funny about all this? Is that it will probably be so much easier in challenge mode. I'm not even joking with you. Sometimes that happens. I'm not even joking. So 80k is crazy. I'm trying to find the Rochambeau rules in one of these little raid guides real quick. Sorry about that. Where is it? Oh my goodness. 3k Stormzilla, dude. So wait, I think that the globals are actually amping up their power. I think that's what's happening. Oh my gosh. This is so much fun though. Wait, where is the Rochambeau? Okay, here it is. Let me just show y'all what I mean by the Rochambeau. So, I'm gonna change screens real quick. Yeah, so over here, this is the Rochambeau Simplified. This is from one of the raid guides. So, fire is like blades only, no trap, no shields. Life is like blades only, you can't trap or die. Storm, blade and traps, but you can't use any dots or hots. But there's a storm right here, and he's not doing anything. So maybe it might be a little bit more like refined once we get into challenge mode, I think. I don't know how true that's gonna be. I mean, sometimes bosses will have the Rochambeau stuff, sometimes they won't. Maybe it just detected Spree Swarm because Spree Swarm was kind of getting rid of the trap, and then that would put an aura. So maybe you can't do an aura against the ice currently. Because at least in the Rochambeau Simplified, you can't really use auras against ice. So maybe that's why it triggered that little dialogue prompt. Because even if it's not like doing the gambit itself, it just assumes. But for the most part, the heal overtimes are working. So I don't know if the storm is supposed to. Oh wait, yeah, here it is. Oh, now it triggered it. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. What was the first global? The first global was a fire global, and now we're in a storm global. Okay, so maybe the cheats only activate if the global is active. Wait, that's actually ingenious. That's ingenious. So wait, the paradox alters the battlefield. So now what is this about to be? Balance or fire or? Wait, what's this gonna be? Oh wait, so wait, now this is fire. And then there's a 2K fire gun. Oh, interesting. So wait, I wonder if we heal now. I wonder if that cheat is gonna cast. Oh wait. Wait, what? Oh, because we're not in challenge mode, that's why. So that dispel, I got all excited. I was like, huh? But dude, 80k health is a lot, dude. They're probably nervous like they always do, but that's fun. This is fun. I'm just kind of thinking in my brain right now of like my deck setup and all that stuff. If I were, you know, obviously I gotta find a team first. Oh my god, that's okay. Yeah, I'm dead. I'm dead. Yep, I'm dead. That's a fun. This is fun. Oh, I blocked it. Wow. This is fun though. This is actually really fun. I know a lot of the community doesn't like to use their brain or think a lot, you know, especially your strategies and whatnot, but this is fun, man. I really encourage you to try this. This is fun. So I think those little cheats will happen whenever the global swaps. So it's based on the global. I'm surprised I'm still standing though. I'm still standing on about another bit that up. I'm still standing. Now I wonder, can we like go back into the boss rematch? Oh, we can. Alright. I like how there's a dungeon recall as well. Please don't change that because that's a nice little quality of life thing to have. So that's standard mode. That's well, obviously progressively harder than what we've done. I liked how they removed the shadow magic from the mobs, just because I think that was just a little bit too much. Wait, where is this one going? Where is this one going? Bro, where are you going? Hello? Where? Where are you going? The the ice aberration's leaving. Don't leave me. Where are you going? Where is he going? He's going. He can go all the way. He's gone. You can still see him on the screen. Dude, what just happened to him? He just left. I can still see him on the screen. Where is he going? I think he hit a wall. I think he actually hit a wall. Like, everybody else stopped walking. Oh, dude, I love how you can see him in the back. That's so cool. And then the ice aberration said, nah. Wait, if I go in here, will the ice aberration actually get in here? Like, will it get pulled? Oh my god, he got pulled. He got pulled all the way. That's a funny glitch. They should keep that. Oh my gosh. I love that. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Alright, I am very impressed for standard mode of the Aberrant Paradox rematch. That is really fun. I like that. That's really cool. Okay, so now we're gonna see what it's like in challenge mode, but it will probably, like I said, for all of this, it's probably gonna be the same thing, but a little bit more tedious and obviously level scaled. And right now I have the level 140 level scale on, so I'm curious to see where this places us. This might be a level 170 scaling, but we'll see. That was funny. Oh no, this is level 180. This is level 180 scaling. I'm at 1699 health, yeah. Alright, pretty cool stuff. My resistance at 74. It should be at 76, but I don't have the direct to build on. And it looks like I already got the build, but... Okay, so this is a level 180 scaling if you were to do this in challenge mode. So you can use all your level 180 spells.
Wizard, what have you done to dear
Alright.
old Nana now?
Alright, I can rock with that. Just can't use any of the banned spells as per usual. We already know that. Okay. Alright, so let's see exactly what challenge mode does. God, I wish we had a dev in here just so he could like skip the battle like they did last time in Darkmoor, so we could see like what the drops are, or if there's anything new like the reagents and stuff like that. Alright, so let's go in here. Maybe I should hit up one of the devs and be like, yo, can I just see what the drops look like? Okay, so yeah, look, the Paradox has 20k health now, and look, the mobs only have 5k. Previously in standard mode, they had 8k. So like I said, that's what I'm saying, like sometimes challenge mode might be a little better to do rather than standard mode. So the aberrations are protecting their creator, so that dialogue prompt will show up. And I guess that just kind of adds as a hint to the player just to be like, you know, just to show the players like, hey, you have to kill the minions first or whatever. Because for the longest time, a lot of people, they go into this battle and they always think that they gotta kill the main boss, which is not the case. It's the minions. You always have to take out the minions. So the healing was fine, and it looks like there's no global on just yet. So maybe in the next round is when they'll cast that global. But yeah, this is, oh dude, this is way easier, I think. This will probably be way easier. Alright, so this is the alteration. Oh, that's so cool. Cool little camera angle. So now this is fire. So, if we look at the fire simplified, this is the 2K. It is the 2K fire cat again. 3K. Oh, I got buffed. Okay. Ooh. It got buffed. Okay, so let's see. So for fire, you can't do any traps or shields, which I do not have a shield. I do not have a shield. By the way, technically I could. I kind of like how I'm getting some Arc Mastery in here as well. Let's see what happens if I try to change to the global, which I doubt is gonna work, but let's see. Let's see what happens, theoretically. I'm sure they're not gonna like that. The Paradox rejects your change. Now I wonder if they're gonna cycle to the same global or a different global. Let's see. Alright, so the same global. And now no fire cat that time. Okay. They're shielding. Oh, I remember the spell. Oh wait, that Gambit's off of a dot? Wait, what? 3K again. I'm getting rocked out here, bro. I don't know, I'm getting cooked. I don't gonna lie with you, I'm getting cooked. I'm getting cooked. I could definitely build up the Arc Mastery though a bit more, just so that it's consistent. I'm getting cooked. Can I guarantee you this isn't my right deck setup just because I reset my training points in test round? Oh my goodness, the fire one, dude. Dude, the fire one might have to be the first one to go out, dude. I think the fire one should take priority. This is nuts. Oh my goodness. Wow, those are some heavy bombs, dude. Oh my goodness. Now I wonder, is this gonna be bottom path Triton now? That would suck if it would be bottom, but no, there's a shadow version. So I don't think this does anything. 2K off the rip, dude. Oh my gosh, this 74 resist is nothing. This 74 resist is nothing, dude. Can you imagine a storm? Wait, what? Did he just... Wait, what? Wait, what type of train is this? What type of train that came it off of blades? Wait, what? Was that a new spot? Wait, what? Or unless I'm silly? Did I... Oh, man. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Wait, this is new. Oh, this new Ice Wyvern looks sick. HD quality. Oh, this is sick. How much damage is this gonna do? Bro, I'm barely surviving. Oh my goodness. So for ice, traps only, there's no blades, no weakness, no aura. So I think that's basically the only thing, is that whenever the global changes is when you can do certain buffs. So you'll have to pay attention to that Rochambeau stuff in order to like do this. Well, for both standard and challenge mode. But for the most part, the only thing for standard mode is that standard mode for the boss rematch in general. The boss rematch has like a lot of health, right? 80k health is a lot. But the thing is, you can use whatever spells you want. So if you wanted to, you could probably max Fey and just call it a day, right? I'm sorry, is he using Kelvin? Oh my, wait, he can't, wait. Yo, okay, alright. Bro, I yield. I yield. I yield. I yield. I yield. Like, if you're a Storm Wizard, good luck. You're gonna get molly-whopped to oblivion. Okay, I yield. I yield. Wait, the ice aberrant. No, I got pulled in again. No. No, I'm sorry. I yield. I yield. I yield. Leave me alone. Is the ice aberration gonna, like, do his own thing now? Like Miles Morales? No, he's Gucci now. He's gonna do his own thing. Woo! Oh my gosh, that is fun. I gotta find some people to play with, man. And we didn't even get to see like the badges or like the loot explosion and all that stuff. Like, we don't know all those things, but just from like the gameplay of it, that is really fun. It definitely makes you think. And like I said, I didn't have the right deck set up on because I reset my point. Yeah, look at this. I mean, this is terrible. But okay, let's do the deck setup right now so I remember. Definitely would recommend, I mean, obviously there's going to be some fast strategy out there, which is boring. We don't care about the cheese strategy. But we know that's a level 180 scaling. So some of the stuff we actually don't need. But the gear setup I'll do later. But spell-wise, if you're a life wizard, I would highly recommend a lot of healing spells. I mean a lot. Like Tuaret, Regenerate, Tuaret Fusion, Bottom Path, Rebirth, and if you have it, but for some reason don't, Pigsy, all of the healing spells. All of it. Maybe even Spree. I don't know, man. I mean, what else? Maybe even like a Cycle of Life, or even maybe a Brace might help. Maybe putting some Shadow Sentinels in there once in a while. Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun. And there's actually a lot of spells you could honestly really put in here to support. You can't use stun blocks, though. They don't do stuns, which is nice. I'm trying to just think, like, in general, they just do a lot of stuff. And they set up for a lot of gambits too, so maybe even put like a triage in there or something like that. Like, definitely put like a triage. They just set up for a lot of gambits to the point where it might get a little difficult. Maybe even put in like a mega taunt, maybe? Just so they kind of aggro the Jade a little bit more. Oh yeah, I would have to look at this on Live Realm just to like set it up and stuff like that. I like how it's a level 180 scaling though. I thought it was gonna be like level 140 or something like that, but that's pretty cool that it's a level 180 scaling, so you can use pretty much all of your spells that are not banned from PvP. So pretty cool stuff. I give the boss rematch a 10 out of 10. I like a good challenge. I like a good fight. Standard mode is awesome. Challenge mode is awesome. And obviously, you actually might be more inclined to do this on challenge mode, because on standard, that was 80,000 health just for the main boss alone. Like, you might have an easier time doing this on challenge mode, quite honestly. But I'll have to find a team to do that with, or just like level up my alt accounts and probably quad box this or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty fun. Now, like I said, probably one of the main reasons a lot of people don't do these boss rematches is just because of the... What was that noise? Was that in the game? Okay. I think that's coming from the house I'm in. I've never been in this castle before. But yeah, I really like it. But again, like I said, the main reason why a lot of people don't like these boss rematches is because they do take up an abundant amount of reagents and resources. So that's kind of like one of the reasons why I'm not the biggest fan of boss rematches. I don't know, it's just like, I wish there were other ways to acquire the boss rematches. I think that's what I'm trying to get at, you know? And I understand the devs want you to grind and stuff and farm for everything, but I would love for something like that. Now, see, this is when I would say that the UI does a little bit better, because there's a lot of stuff from Gwen, so this can be easily navigated on. Like, this is pretty cool. Like, you got Unreal, raid gear, raid gate, raid keys. I like that. Like, that's nice. But for some of the other vendors, I still think it should be looked at, you know. Noli gear set, Hunhow, Shabalba, Demonic, Unreal, Private Eyes, Raid Gate, Skeleton Keys. Wait, what? Wait, why do they have two? Wait, what? Why do they have two Raid Gate Skeleton Keys? I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be... Oh, wait, no, wait, I'm stupid. Wait, yeah, Raid Gate Skeleton Keys. Okay, I'm silly. Okay. Boss rematches. These are the only boss rematches you can make. I would like it if you could make like the Paradox rematch with like Azoth. That would definitely be worth it. But these are the only rematches you have in the guild vendor. So I would like if there was a little bit more. But yeah, this is when I would like the UI, just because it's easier to navigate. But for some of the other stuff, it can get a little bit, you know, 50-50 with people. But overall, though, that was super fun. I really enjoyed the Caramel Challenge mode and the boss rematch. That was fun. I think there's some other challenge mode instances, but I don't really care much for those. I just wanted to check those out. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about all that, and let me know what you guys are interested in the boss rematches. You guys can always just join my Discord, and maybe we can form like a little group together. But yeah, that's fun, dude. That is really, really fun. I can't wait to play that and see like what type of drops we get, you know. But yeah, until then, my name is Richard Unicorn Caller, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.